Hello everyone and welcome back to Potty Play Entertainment. My name is Chris and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today we're going to be talking about a movie that came out just a few months before I started doing YouTube, so I never reviewed it, but I recently rewatched it and I really wanted to talk about it. It is 1917. I saw this movie in January of 2020. It was one of the movies I got to see in theaters before the pandemic hit. And then when the pandemic hit, there was a bunch of movies that I did not get to see in theaters because of the pandemic. But thankfully I got to see this one. And then when I came out from the theater, I found that somebody had backed in my car. And the headlight was hanging out. Happens. But, anyway, so, I really wanted to talk about this film. So let's talk about it. So, it came out in 2020. It stars Dean Charles Chapman and George McKay. It was directed by Sam Mendes, and it was produced by quite a bit of people. Valerie Ann, Jeb Brody, Nicholas Brown, Marco Bude, Caro Newling, Oleg Petrov, Ignacio Salazar Simpson. And this movie tells a story. This movie takes place at the beginning of World War I. It's loosely based on a true story. It's about two guys who are given this mission to go deep into German territory. They are part of the British, I think their army is what I get from it. They're part of the British military. They're told to go deep into German territory to deliver a message to stop an attack. Because they're walking into a German trap, and if they don't stop this attack, 1,600 men are going to get slaughtered by the Germans. And they're racing against the clock to get this message to that team. So, in case you don't know, this whole movie was made to look like it was taken in one shot. It wasn't actually taken in one shot. When I saw it, I thought it was, and then I looked into it, I was like, oh, it's not. Okay. It's made to look like it is. And the editing here is seamless. It's really good. This is a really well edited movie, so much so that I actually believed it was taken in one take. The camera work is gorgeous. This movie did win the Oscar for Best Cinematography. Roger Deakins was the cinematographer for this. He is one of the best cinematographers of all time, and he won his second Oscar for this. The camera work in this movie just couldn't be better. It is some of the best work I have ever seen. The performances by our two leads in this movie are really good. They're both really good in the movie. I love the extra effort that went into production for this film. Normally there's a certain way that people make movies, but this one, because it was made to look like all in one shot, this took a lot of extra preparation. And you could tell that the people making this movie are very passionate about filmmaking, were very passionate about what they're making, because they were willing to put in this extra effort. Things had to be timed precisely in order to make them work and things of that nature. So I appreciate the extra work that went into making this film. It has a lot of practical effects. Which CGI, I think CGI is only used to help them cut and still make things look seamless. I think that's the only time they ever use CGI in this. Hats off to them. That's what CGI should be used for. The set design is amazing. Everything is pretty cool to look at, and interesting. The lighting is also really good. I don't praise movies very often for lighting, but the lighting for this movie, on point. Yes, I love this scene where where George McKay is running through this town that the Germans had attacked, and it's nothing but rubble now. All the buildings look destroyed. It looks like an ancient ruin now almost, and there's these flares going off in the distance, and you just get this beautiful orange color over everything. It's really, really nice. It's very suspenseful and thrilling. Something is always happening in this movie, always. And I guess in order to make it be in one take, you kind of have to have it that way. But you're always constantly on edge. Something could always constantly go wrong. The problems just stack up, and the movie is nothing but them pushing through these trials, pushing through these roadblocks. And so you're always on the edge of your seat every minute of the film. The music is really good as well, and it helps in heighten that tension. The costume design is really good too. This movie really, really sets the early 20th century. And yeah, the tension is just always there. This is a Really, really good movie. It's a technical achievement. It really is. It wouldn't surprise me to see like film students studying this movie because it should be like this is how you make a movie. I love this movie, and I'm going to give it a 95. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Pilot Planet Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave movie reviews, suggestions, and comments down below. Follow me on Instagram and Tumblr at Pilot Planet Entertainment for channel updates and written movie reviews. And much love.